Alright, hey there YouTube. So, introducing my new 1999 Jeep Cherokee XJ. You might have seen in the last video that my green one actually had a couple of branches fall on it over on the passenger side. And just like my green one, this one has a little bit of a story with it. So obviously, like I mentioned, I was looking down south for XJs because, after the rust issues with mine, which had lived in New Hampshire most of its life, I was not about to go down that rabbit hole again. Luckily, a fellow member of the XJ Preservation Society actually found this at Copart for me. He's a dealer down in North Carolina, so shout out to Mike for that. If any of you are looking for an XJ, definitely let me know, and I can try to link you guys up. But yep, story on this. So it came from a Copart auction. Was definitely a gamble. It was listed as a non-runner with mechanical damage. But judging by the pictures, judging by the Carfax, it had sat for about 4 years or so at least. You might be able to tell by the inspection sticker this one is from Virginia, Northern Virginia. This lived in Leesburg for the first 3 years of its life. As you could tell by the dealer tag there, before moving to Manassas, Virginia for the rest of its life. So I am the third owner of this Jeep, and yeah, I definitely happy with it so far. No rust or anything like that. Let me kind of show you guys up underneath here. Yes, that is factory undercoating. That is not something we are used to seeing up in the Northeast, so I'll definitely take it. A little bit of a ding over there, but otherwise this body is really, really straight. It's probably going to need to spend a little bit of a time at the detailer. I tried to clean this up, and you can tell that, I don't know if this is Southern Sunfade, or if there's something in the paint that kind of looks like Sunfade, but, I'll take Southern Sunfade over rust any day. But like I said, this was listed as mechanical damage, no start. So I had it transported up here, and it turns out this was owned by an older gentleman, and Grandpa liked his aftermarket alarms. So it was actually the aftermarket alarm that was causing this not to start. So that cost a pretty penny to have that all removed. I had a couple other things done while it was at my mechanic just to make it, completely roadworthy. Needed about $1,800 worth of work to put it on the road, which all in, it isn't too bad. My winning bid on this was $1,000, and it was about $1,360 out the door or so. And the other fun part about this was the odometer wasn't listed. But luckily, the odometer is literally, it's got 300 more miles on it than it did in 2016. So, yeah, it just sat for 4 years. But I wanted a limited this time around. Well, actually, that's kind of why I had to jump on this one. For any of you who know your Cherokees, the limited's very hard to come by, especially these days. And this one being from the south, no rust, four-wheel drive, I just had to jump on it. So here it is. This one is in black clear coat, as you can see. I definitely missed the forest green pearl that the other one had, but what can you do? I can't be too picky. You see, this does have pretty much every factory option except the chrome package, which I'm going to rectify because I have the chrome grille from the green one, and then I'm just going to have to steal a piece for the tailgate. But yeah, overall, not bad. You can see this does have the 15-inch teardrop style wheel, which I think I'm going to keep. I didn't end up keeping the wheels and tires from the other one, because I decided I wanted to keep these wheels, because these are actually the wheels I wanted all along. I just could not find a set up here, because up here they're all salt corroded. So that's that. This does need tires really, really bad. The rear end, it's been raining the past few days, and the rear end actually kicks out every time you try to turn if you're on the gas too hard. So that definitely needs to be rectified, but all in due time, we'll definitely get some tires on this. I'm debating whether I want to go with a 30 like I had on the green one, or just stick with the stock tires, because I kind of forgot how nice these are to drive with just the stock tire size. The 30s felt, just a little bit too big for my last one, but as I mentioned, I have a feeling that transmission was getting a little weak because this one shifts a lot better. So that's good. Let's see, I have to get a razor blade to peel all the auction stuff off. I used to have a razor blade. Shout out to Logan Airport for taking that away. Just a small little thing. But anyways, you can see the back seats in pretty good shape. This needs a hell of a detail. I haven't even really touched the interior yet. I kind of wanted to put this on video just to show you guys what it looked like before I did much to it. You can see this radio is from the last one, just in case that one didn't work, but I didn't end up needing this. That radio works fine, so this will probably end up going somewhere, right in the trash. But see my toolbox there. Looks pretty clean. I had the floor mats from the green Jeep in here. Of course, you know, I wish I had the black interior. I don't really like beige, but I do think it looks better with the black. And so we're just gonna have to rock mismatched floor mats, unless I could find a set of the beige, you know, Jeep all-weather mats. But these are very, very hard to come by. I got lucky when I found those. Those are out of a 96. I found those when I was working at Jeep, and I actually traded a 96 on a JL Wrangler. But coming out back, you can see we don't have a spare tire, but we do have the spare tire cover, and obviously my chrome grille pieces there. And still got some soap here, but what can you do? Let's see, get this leaf out of here. Anyways, not bad, I have to say. For the winning bid of $1,000, I definitely could have done a lot worse. So I'm definitely way ahead of the green one. That's for sure. You know, the green one probably needed a good $4,000 to really be perfect. And even then, it was probably never going to be on the level that this can be. I think this will clean up really, really well. So that's good. Let's see some of that southern sun fade coming in, but let's go ahead and start it. Coming in, this does have the beige leather interior. Obviously this driver's seat needs a little bit of work. It's 20 years old, but both power seats work, so that's good. It is a little noisy. Let's see, it looks like, okay, so it doesn't go up and down anymore, but we'll have to get that fixed. But like I said, they're 20 years old. There's only so much you can do. It definitely smells like old Chrysler leather in here, I'm not gonna lie. So you'll see I have the dual air fresheners going, just to kind of try and clear that out. You can see some sun fade on the door here, and it is a little bit dirty. Like I said, it needs a detail, really, really bad. But this has a lot of the trim pieces that are very sought after. These tweeters, like for example, for the Infinity sound system, they go for like $100 on eBay. These door panels with the little, you know, pockets in the doors are worth a good bit too. They're very sought after. So, you know, even if I ran into trouble with this, I figured I could make my money back parting it out, but that won't be necessary. We're definitely going to save this one. Coming in, passenger seat looks pretty good. You can see this does have the overhead console and all the lights work. This does have a headliner in it, but it is sagging a little bit, as you can see. Like I said, it's 20 years old. Pretty much every XJ has a sagging headliner, if it's original. So we're gonna have to have that redone, but that's okay. And let's go ahead and start it. So this one starts a little bit differently than my last one. This one starts a little bit stronger, but it takes a little bit longer to turn over. Like I said, it's been sitting 4 years, so it's taken me a little bit to get used to that. But otherwise, you can see 137,961 miles. Let me turn you guys around. When I started this video, the sun wasn't that bad, but of course now it is. So let me just turn you guys around here. Okay. So, as you can see now, 137,961 miles. This had about 137,870 or so when it rolled off the truck. So that's that. You can see factory cruise, wipers work, headlights work. I even have one fog light that works. My driver's one's burnt out, but that's good. My fog lights on the last one didn't work. This radio works fine. All 6 speakers work, so that's good. That's an upgrade over the last one. My last one didn't even have rear speakers, and the radio would cut in and out. I haven't tested the AC with this one yet, but the heat works perfect. Let's see down here, fog lights, rear wiper, and the rear defrost. My rear wiper works, unlike the last one, and like I said, the fog lights are a little finicky. I think it needs a new switch, but that's just a standard XJ thing. The 4-speed eyes and automatic, like I said, shifts great, especially compared to my last one. Let's see, let me give it a few revs here. And I will pop the hood for you guys. The reason I need to do that now is because this actually needs a new electric fan. And if I let it run too long, it's actually going to start to smoke. So let me just show you guys up under here real quick. You can see 4-liter straight 6. Pretty standard stuff under here. But runs really well. So now we can hop back inside. Let me just shut it down. Anyways, so like I said, 4-speed eyes and automatic, and it works perfect. This actually downshifts, it shifts a lot better than my last one. My last one kind of had like a free falling downshift problem where it would kind of like fall out of gear and then catch itself. Whereas this one shifts fine. So that's good. Full-time 4-wheel drive, another kind of rare factory option. I think it's the NP242 transfer case or the NP241. Don't quote me on that. But like I said, full-time 4-wheel drive. So you can see I can leave it in part-time or I could leave it in full-time. And then obviously you still have 4 low down here. Factory heated seats, unfortunately they don't work. But again, the car is 20 years old. Cup holders there, pretty standard stuff. And then the center console here, like all of them, this is broken, but I can go find one at the junkyard. Not that big a deal. Glove box there. Pretty standard. Like I said, overhead console with the lights. So that's all good. And then let me kind of put the power on. And you can see that it does work. So using the step button over here, you can get odometer reading, average MPG, instant MPG, fuel range, the time, and you can shut it off as well. And then we'll just leave it on the compass there. A couple storage cubbies here, if this wants to work, which it doesn't seem like it wants to, but that one works. But that's good. The lights back here work, so that's good. Power passenger seat works, so that's good. I really can't think of much else to show you guys. Cruise control works, so that's good. I really wish I had this in my last one, so I'm happy to have that now. You can see the visors up here with this. You can see where the headliner is kind of really starting to be a problem. But like I said, they all do that. There you go. And yeah, I think that's about it. Little things to do. I definitely need to clean this up. I need to cut out all of Grandpa's wires. You can see, because I'm very picky. I don't like aftermarket shit. So this is gonna have to go. That's gonna have to go. But all in due time. Maybe one more look at the back here. Go around to the other side. So even under these mats, the interior was pretty clean, as you can see. For at least by the standards of a 20-year-old beige interior, I didn't think it was too bad. Definitely needs a detail, as you can see, but otherwise, not so bad. Let me climb up underneath on this side here and kind of show you guys. what's going on. You can see factory undercoating, no holes in the floors, so that's good. You know, no inner rocker panels missing or anything like that. You remember on my last one, this piece was like pretty much completely gone. So definitely glad to have a rust-free XJ. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think down below. And as always, thanks for watching.